everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Steelers going up against the Bills.
Thank you, Larry. Winter just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Buffalo Bills. Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. 23 yards on the play. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's great. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, it's Bell. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
In motion left goes Jones. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
But... yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Marcel Darius with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. It's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills. Are going to have a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And Forbath will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
The slot man in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now they'll run it on the toss. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Let's go. What? 90. Ohio. 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 Let's go. What? 90.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one good for 33 and a first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Flex round. Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Flex round. Let's go. Brand 38.
On 3rd down, that's Wilson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Roethlisberger will throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it with Bell. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Le'Veon Bell stopped short of the line to gain. And the Bills are going to get the football back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And on 2nd and 10 now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Fresh set of downs here. Now it's Roethlisberger. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up second down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And this one is right down the middle. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
The Bills getting set to go. Now a handoff as they run left side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Roethlisberger. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Now Roethlisberger throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Steelers getting another 1st down on a bit of a roll. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the